What's going on, guys? I'm Josh with Full Love of Games, and welcome back to FTLOG Updates. This is a place where we cover the latest news that happened in the past week of video games. So let's sit back, relax, and let's check out what's going on in the world of video games. In the first bit of news, on May 18th, Call of Duty Modern Warfare has received yet another update. And the file size for this one is quite large once again. Now, this update is definitely smaller than the 80GB update that happened when Warzone launched, but it's still quite a sizable update, weighing in at around 30 gigs. The update does bring two new maps to the table. We get Aisle 9 as a new map for Gunfight, and Hard Hat as a new multiplayer map. It also brings a plethora of updates to Warzone and a bunch of bug fixes and quality of life updates across the game. So I guess the update size can be justified, but it's still a huge download nonetheless. Activision has said they are working to lower the file size of the updates moving forward, and while they did do that with this one, I still feel like they are dividing their audience and making us gamers have to choose which games we really want to play on our platform of choice. This game is creeping up towards a 200GB footprint, and while we PC gamers may or may not have an issue with this, the players on consoles definitely have some storage issues to contend with. What do you guys think about the absurd file size for Modern Warfare? Are you just dealing with it? Does it not bother you in the slightest? Sound off in the comment section below. As for me, I think Activision really needs to focus on giving us quality updates as well as maintaining a manageable file size for the console storage solution, just so we don't have to pick out what games we want to play and what games we want on our hard drive. Activision, if you're listening, 200GB for one game is getting to be a little bit ridiculous, don't you think? Next up, let's talk about Humble Bundle. More specifically is the Humble Bandai Namco Bundle 4. Bandai Namco has released a fourth Humble Bundle package where if you pay $25, you get 9 quality games. The games included in the bundle at the $1 level are Pac-Man 256, Enslaved Odyssey to the West, and Get Even. If you want to donate a little more money, at the $10 level you get Dot Hack GU Last Recode, Katamari Damacy Reroll, and Rad. At the $15 level you get Tekken 7 and Tales of Berseria, and if you want the entire package at $25 you get all the games I mentioned before plus the Dark Pictures anthology Man of Medan. If any of these titles interest you, I'll put a link down in the description below so you guys can go check it out for yourself. There are about 10 days left to check out and pick up this package, so you may want to act fast if you plan on picking up this bundle. And as with all Humble Bundles, the money you spend will also go to a charity of your choice at checkout. So not only are you getting some really great games here, you're also helping those in need. While the news for a Nintendo Direct coming in June seems to be quite dismal and, well, quite frankly, we're not getting one, Nintendo has told third-party publishers and developers that they can announce and release their games at any point that they like. And it looks like Typhoon Studios and 505 Games have done just that, and on May 21st they have stealth dropped Journey to the Savage Planet on the Switch. The game was released on PS4, Xbox One, and PC earlier this year, but I have never played this game until today. I am glad to see it on the Switch because from the looks of it, it seems like a perfect fit to be on the Nintendo Switch. The game is played from a first-person perspective, and from what I played of the game for the first time is a combination of different genres. Primarily though, it's a Metroidvania style game. You're exploring a planet as well as the flora and fauna around you in order to see if the world can be inhabited by humans, all the while trying to repair your spaceship so that way you can go home once your mission has been completed. This is a Metroidvania style game, so there will be a lot of going back and forth, upgrading your weapons and tools and the like, but the main focus here is on the exploration aspect of it. You're going to see all sorts of new creatures, and the environments have a diverse range of climates. This game is definitely reminding me a lot of the Metroid Prime series, but in a good way. I guess you could even call it a Metroid Prime clone of sorts. If this sounds like a game that you would enjoy, then go check it out. Journey to the Savage Planet is available on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC as I had mentioned earlier, and for the first time it is available on the Nintendo Switch via the Nintendo Switch eShop. And the last bit of news I have for you guys is that Bayonetta 3 has not been cancelled according to Platinum Games. Platinum Games have been hard at work bringing us some remasters like The Wonderful 101, and they've been working on some other games behind the scenes, which led to some speculation about the cancellation of Bayonetta 3. In a recent interview with VGC, Hideki Kamiya and Atsushi Inaba talk a little bit about their struggles and what's been going on in the world and how it has affected the company as a whole. They also talk about upcoming games and games they have released recently, one of the upcoming games being Bayonetta 3. Here's what they had to say about it. I want you guys to take away any concerns that you have about Bayonetta 3 and throw them out the window immediately, because we are still hard at work on it and it hasn't been cancelled by any means. So that's very good news for anyone looking to get their hands on and play this game, and also knowing that this game is not in some sort of development hell like some other highly anticipated games are. The one thing about the information that we have is that we have to remember that Nintendo is the one publishing this game, and they are very good at keeping secrets. They are very good at not leaking their games out to the public until they are good and ready to announce them. We had no information on any games being released from them, and we ended up getting Paper Mario: The Origami King being dropped on us last week, and with the release date happening in July of this year. I'm sure that we're going to be hearing some more news about Bayonetta 3 coming up really soon, but for now we'll just have to sit back and wait until Nintendo is ready to give us something. And that's going to do it for this week's episode of FTLOG Updates. Any articles that I mentioned in this video will be down in the description below, so that way you guys can go check them out for yourselves. If you like this video, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more from 4Lover Games, please be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so that way you can be notified every time I upload a new video. And as always guys, I'm Josh with 4Lover Games, signing out. Have a great day.